The fact that he doesn't have any appreciation of how wrong it is probably explains why he did it. I mean, this is diabolical. I mean, there's something wrong with that.
Welcome back to the LifeScope channel. On your way in, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's appreciated as always. I wanted to start off talking about an update on the case of the decapitated baby.
Well, we want to bring you this. We have new details of a second lawsuit being filed after a couple claims their newborn was decapitated during delivery.
The delivery happened in Clayton County in July, and the family claims they didn't learn about their baby's injuries until days later. They recently sued the doctor, the hospital, and others, and now the family and their attorneys are suing another doctor.
11 Alive's Molly Oak is live tonight. So, Molly, this time they're suing the doctor who performed a private autopsy here?
And just hours ago, lawyers spoke for the first time about this new lawsuit they're filing that claimed this doctor and his actions added extra trauma and stress to an already horrific situation for this family. Now, I want to take you back. Remember, last month is when lawyers for the family filed that initial lawsuit claiming a doctor botched the delivery of the couple's child and claimed those at Southern Regional Medical Center in Clayton County tried to hide it by not allowing the mother to hold the child and encouraging the couple to get the baby cremated. Now, their lawyers say the doctor who the couple paid to perform a private autopsy posted pictures and videos on social media of the baby and the examination and the autopsy he performed without the couple's permission. Now, in a lawsuit filed earlier this month against Dr. Jackson Gates, lawyers claim he did this solely to gain likes and followers. However, Dr. Gates posted on social media that his posts are educational and said in a statement he posted this week that he never identified the baby in the posts. This is what one of the family's attorneys said in response to that this afternoon.
The fact that he doesn't have any appreciation of how wrong it is probably explains why he did it. I mean, this is diabolical. I mean, there's something wrong with that. This child got decapitated. This young couple just suffered one of the worst losses any human beings could ever suffer. And they were manipulated by the hospital. And now they're manipulated again. Wow.
We are in a very strange time where not only are everyday people searching for clout, but it seems like doctors want attention too, because why would he post pictures, get a cease letter to stop, and then turn around to post a couple of videos? So I hope the couple wins both of their lawsuits and is able to heal from losing their child. Now let's move on. Have y'all seen Street Legal on Tubi? Well, on episode 2 called Frenemies, it's clear that the story is loosely based off Shankella Robinson.
We don't fuck with that bitch, simple as that.
The episode has caused the family of Shankella Robinson great pain. This forced them to file a cease and desist letter to stop the episode for showing. But I saw the 30-minute long episode, and even though it was very loosely based on Shankella, I don't think they can get it pulled. The reason I say that is because they didn't use any real names, and the girl didn't look anything like Shankella to say that it's her likeness. It's like how Law and Order uses real headline stories and change the names or the locations. But the producers of Street Legal can probably still get sued, however. Will they have to pay up?
I'm trying to figure out what's taking you bitches so long to get naked.
Now, let's get into the Kirk Franklin situation. If you haven't heard, Kirk Franklin has a documentary out called Father's Day. Even though I haven't seen it yet, I wanted to comment on the clips I saw floating around.
Enter. I'm Rick Hubbard.
Hey, my name's Kirk.
Still don't know the outcome of this testing because I didn't feel like that was for me to know. You were the most important person in this equation in figuring out your history.
I'm sorry, man. It's not your fault. You didn't know. I'm sorry. Hey, you didn't know. I didn't, man. And had I known, you would have known. And I would have been You didn't know. You didn't know. All right. Oh yeah, that's fair. Let me get myself. No, it's fine. Come here, man. Come here, man. Give me a chance. This is going to be a lot, but I want to hug you. Please forgive me if it's not the best hug. No, bro. Just.
So, over the years, Kirk Franklin has been in the news. If it wasn't about issues pertaining to himself, then it was something going on with his son. But this clip was very heartfelt. He met his biological dad, and a few things come to mind that I want to talk about after this clip.
This I cannot accept because this is not true. And I apologize from the bottom of my heart on this.
Two tests that I put in front of you. I need to hear you. I need to hear you clearly. The little Kirk, the little boy Kirk needs to hear you. Are you saying that you reject the results of these two tests? That's what I need to hear.
Yes. My denial, is that going to put a wedge between you and I?
Yes. Okay. Yes. If you can't give me this, no hug, no word of encouragement, no sugar, no joke, nothing can substitute what I deserve and what I've needed and what I've missed.
He just wants the truth. The DNA. The DNA. The DNA. Yes.
I need my mama to give me.
And I need my son too. I have wanted this so bad. And I still can't have him.
After watching this clip with Kirk Franklin's mother denying 2 DNA tests, why would his mother not believe Mr. Hubbard was the father? Is it because she didn't want him to be the father, or is it the shame of not knowing? I read where Kirk was adopted and how his mother was a teen when she had him. Now, she told him that his father was another man named Dwight Allen, so he thought that both of his parents gave him up for adoption or didn't want him, which would be hard on any child. So I don't like how it seems like everybody knew what was going on except Kirk. At first I thought his biological dad really didn't know, but who really gives up their DNA without being prompted to do so? Ayanla said it best when it comes to narcissistic mothers.
You see, you are a provocative victim. You provoke stuff, and then when you start being held accountable for it, then you start twisting and turning and making the other person wrong. Look at me, Ma. Look at me. Look at me. You just sat here and told your son, who ain't got a needle in his arm, who I'm assuming pays his own rent. He's married to a registered nurse. He's got 3 baby boys. And you just sat here in his face and said, I don't respect him as a man. Mm-hmm. And you don't think to consider what that does to his heart, to his soul, to his spirit.
It's a shame the way his mother lied and how everybody wants to claim Kirk Franklin since he is a gospel star. So, since the short documentary was only 30 minutes, I watched all of it and it was very testimonial. I don't like how his Auntie Sandra was demanding that he call her Aunt Sandra. When he was on the phone with her to get in contact with his mom, he said Sandra and she was like who, as if she wasn't going to talk to him if he didn't address her properly. Lastly, before I move on, I just want to point out if Kirk Franklin thought that Dwight Allen was his father, then why at a random funeral was people talking and wondering if Rick Hubbard was his dad after the man said he dated the mother years ago? So it seems like folks already knew and abandoned Kirk. In my opinion, he doesn't owe his mother anything, but a hard-ass time. She gave him up, didn't want to be in his life full-time when she got older, and then refused to believe the DNA tests. So I'm interested in hearing his new album when it comes out next month. Anyway, have y'all heard about Kim Whitley, Monique, and Gerald Levert? Well, rumor has it that one night the trio got busy in the bedroom, and the bed broke. Now, I could have gone all my life without knowing about this, but it seems that this story may not actually be true, at least according to Kim herself. However, they say there is a little bit of truth in every lie.
He dated a lot of people. Gerald liked women. And, I was doing my thing, and I couldn't, I can't believe you're dating her. Of course, I was young and probably jealous. I was, but what you gonna do? I would say, when you say cause problems, you mean between me and him or me and the women? Let's just say this. I remember when Monique wanted to date Gerald. See, that's one thing people don't know. Monique is a very mature woman, even when she was young. She came up to me, we were somewhere, and then she was like, look, I want to date Gerald Levert. I know y'all used to date or whatever, but I'm, coming to you as a woman to let you know I'm interested. I've never had a woman do that. So I was like, wow, that's like some grown woman stuff right there. Monique, a grown woman. And I gave her my blessing, even though secretly I was like, did I do the right thing?
So, I don't know if they had a threesome or not, but it's a very believable story. I'm not so sure how I would feel if a friend of mine would ask me to date an ex. I'm lying. I would feel some type of way. Only because it would make me think my friend was plotting on my man all along. And will she do that to any other man I'm with? As always, let me know what you think, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.